Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look again at ICP, double checking a few things here. Still within the support range, but we're retesting this lower range. It's not good. There's no other way around it. $7.65 is that current price action, and we can see that lower support level is right there at that range. So to make it kind of easy to see, that's roughly what we're looking at here. We've retested this range a few times. More often a breakdown than up if we continue, all right? Now, again, a lot of this hinges on Bitcoin trying to get down to 60,000, even possibly lower. So if that does happen, you got to recognize ICP could very well continue down. All right. So just some friendly advice there. Be very careful trading this coin right now. If you're new to the channel, though, welcome aboard. Hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader, again, CryptoCache.tag is the site. Link down below. I do want to say congrats to our community members here, both our Premium Plus and Premium group. We got Chainlink. We got 2 successful Chainlink trades, 1 stop loss there. XRP, Cardano, Litecoin, 1 Cardano loss, Ethereum, Arctic, Cardano. The list kind of goes on there. So we cashed in on some nice older trades there. And the same thing here as well. Bitcoin short, 55% for our swing traders there. We also caught a nice little cast of 21% to the upside there. That coin is still looking very strong. I'll cover that here soon. But let's discuss this here, the backend data for ICP. It's important to note there is some pretty big liquidation levels here to the downside, even further, which is not surprising, really, because again, a lot of people are taking long positions, and it just keeps on happening. This rinse and repeat of this downward progression. New to say, $6.22 and $6.50. We have a lot of liquidations there at that level, and the most recent one, 7.5, just got swept out a few hours ago. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at there for the 7-day. If we look at the 1 month here for ICP, we can zoom in and see there's a pretty heavy concentration at 740, 730. So I would not be surprised if we see at least one more leg down before the price recovers. Okay? So it would look something like this from the price. It jumps down, boop, and then comes right back up. Again, it's really, really common for that to happen. It's like, oh, there's a lot of people that are going to get liquidated here. Let's just push the price to that level and then turn it right around. What they do too, the whales, they'll actually manipulate the market by just consistently adding tons and tons of limit orders to get to that certain level, and then once they're to the level they want to buy, they instantly close all their limit orders and instantly open up buy orders, and it floods the market. It's a terrible, unfortunate thing, but it's really, really common. All right, so daily time frame, we got to zoom out to be able to see all the moving averages above us. Okay, so again, folks, ICP's on a downtrend. There's no other way around it. We are, what is it? Wow. I can't even count that many. There's just so much of an overextension on the downside. It's not even funny. So the truth is there's no real reason why this coin is just going to instantly turn around. Okay. Now, when we zoom out, we had our last line of defense here, the $8.80 range. That was our resistance, or support previously. It's now a resistance, and I don't think we got a chance to retest that level yet. Okay. So keep in mind that's that. But if we zoom out even further, we kind of look, our next area of support is at 735. That's a previous daily candlestick closure at about, February of 23. Okay, that's some old data, right? So we don't have a lot of support. That's the easiest way to understand it here. Relying on, an old resistance level from years ago really doesn't make a ton of sense, okay? So at this point, we'd look at the daily time frame, we can recognize we're still bearishly diverging. Until we get back up over 30 on the RSI, there's no reason to consider a long position. Okay, you basically continue to hold your short position open. Same thing with stochastic, it's swinging down, MACD is starting to plateau, but not really showing us any signs of reversal. There is nothing here telling us we should consider a long position. 4-hour time frame also reflecting the same thing. We're below all moving averages. We are at 30 on the RSI. This is a common bouncing point, though, keep in mind. Again, it's not going to be aggressive, but if you take a look at the last time we hit that level, right here, the price did incline for a short while. It wasn't much, but from bottom to top, that was a good 10 to 12%. So hypothetically, we get a retest of $8.80 here. We get the bounce off of 30 on the RSI, we get a good 15% recovery. Okay? I would not feel comfortable taking a long in that regard, though, just because we're at we established a lower low, we swept our liquidity. While you can have some success with that, if you're going to do that, make sure you watch it closely and you don't just set it and forget it. Okay? MACD is starting to lose its momentum, but it's plateauing, I guess you could say. Stochastic swinging up a little bit, but these are just consolations, folks. There's really no reason to consider a long. Once again, if you do take a long, it carries inherently more risk at this point, which is odd to say because shorts are supposed to be riskier, right? So at this point, you are much more successful if you're going to consider a short. That's just the way, no other way around it. Everything here is confirming that the short positions are still in play. Keep in mind we're getting closer to the lagging span intersecting, and that does imply that you might want to consider closing your short position soon to secure profits at the very least, just to ensure that you walk away in the green. Now we have a strategy in our community to make sure to take more than 50% profit and adjust our stop loss to break even, so that way we always walk away in the green. Okay? So there's important things you got to recognize. But at this point, if you're not securing profit, you're really not trading correctly. Okay? Again, you can't just short to the bottom. I can promise you, you're gonna feel very, very bad if you have a lot of, you're like fully in the green and then out of nowhere, the price recovers and you're instantly in the red. It sucks. It's not a good thing. Anyways, last thing we want to do here, just to kind of summarize here on the hourly, is that we do have some trends here that are forming. In other words, descending trend lines. We're just going to pay attention to these two levels here. And what we want to do is just kind of confirm that if we were to close above the cloud, it would look like something like this here, right? So if you're going to insist on a trade, I would recommend waiting in the very least until right here at about $8 even. It seems crazy, but that would probably be a better consideration, because then you'd break this descending trend. We'd be above today's point of control, and we'd be in a better situation, because right now, until we close above 785 at the very least, we can see that the bears are controlling this price action for today, and there's no reason to consider longing into that. Okay? It's basically consistent resistance levels being established as the price goes down. So these are all things that are unfavorable. I don't know how else to describe it. So again, at this point here, I'm not telling you to short, but I am telling you that you're going to find more success considering a short position than a long with this coin. It just feels like the market movers want to get this coin super, super low, and they're just securing tons of profit because a bunch of people keep buying it. If you don't buy, they can't sell. That's all there is to it. All right, again, easier said than done. There's always going to be people buying and selling, but still. Nonetheless, don't be a statistic, folks. Thank you again so much for watching. Make sure you reference Bitunix, no KYC or VPN exchange. Use my link to register so you get some awesome rewards. Those who have used my link to register, June 30th is cut off. Be sure to check that out. It's very important. You take advantage of that at the very least. And then, of course, join us over on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, TikTok now, as well as YouTube Shorts. So a lot of fun there. Thanks again for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you soon.